we are now ready for your question. You may address your question to any one of them. No? So anyone who wants to start?
Open forum. So please introduce yourself and then address the question to any of the resource persons here.
Hello, good morning. I'm Patern West Macal from Rappler.com. My questions, I have two related questions. My questions are for Cardinal Tagle and Archbishop Palma. First of all, what unique element that is distinctly Filipino will we offer to IEC in 2016?
Reflecting on this event, among other things, I believe one uniquely Filipino that we can offer is to tell the world that we are blessed with such a great and lively faith. Now when you go in many parts of the world, they will always remember, for instance, that the greatest gathering of people in a single event happened in the Philippines. This was last Feast of the Santo Niño when Pope Francis came. No? When we say Filipino, they know that we gather millions of people, and that was in the celebration of the Eucharist. The second biggest gathering of people happened also in the Philippines. This was during the celebration of the World Youth Day by Pope, now Saint John Paul II. So that in itself defines the Filipino. We may be a relatively poor country, but when we think of faith and of gathering for the Eucharist, celebration of faith, then we can tell the world, number one, Philippines, number two, Philippines. Also, we may be a small country, but Brazil is a big country. They are the number one in terms of number of Catholics. Mexico, second, third, Philippines. We are blessed with so many who are Catholics. And then, of course, we know that because of that, I would like to believe when people come, they would like to look at the celebration of this faith, in particular during the Mass. And I pray that those who are weakened, those who think they do not need God, those who feel like, as a Cardinal said, they may be alone, they may be strengthened, they may be inspired. Those who feel that they have, in the brink of despair, may they have hope. We are a people who, despite typhoons, despite earthquakes, we have the unusual label of the natural capital disaster of the world, because of the many, natural calamities that happen. And yet, we are a resilient people. They see hope in us. They see resiliency. And this is the Filipino. With typhoons and earthquakes, we say, bangon, arise. I like to quote what I read in Samar. Kung gera na ato kita Yolanda. If we survive World War II, we will survive, Yolanda and the other calamities. So these are, to me, among the uniquely Filipino and indeed very inspiring Filipino traits that people can see, and we would like them to experience the celebration of faith, the celebration of hope, and the joy that they see in us.
Thank you. For my second question, again for Cardinal Tagle and Archbishop Palma, I'd like to go micro this time. Since we're talking about the Eucharist, I'd like to ask you, what practices in the Mass in the Philippines do you think need to be corrected and probably need to be discussed in IEC?
Before going to your second question, I would just like to add something to Archbishop Palma's response. I'm sure in Cebu, the delegates, the international delegates, will be given a taste of Filipino hospitality, a taste of our Filipino popular religiosity, especially centered on the Santo Niño, the smiles, the color, the dances of Cebu, of course, the good food. That's part of. They will go to the different parishes, and there from the simple to the big parishes, they will see how our faithful conduct themselves. And also in terms of the choice of the topics are not only Filipino but Asian. In 1974, the bishops of Asia gathered in Taipei and determined that mission in Asia will be conducted in the form or mode of dialogue. Triple dialogue. Dialogue with cultures of Asia, the ancient cultures, dialogue with the religions of Asia, and dialogue with the poor. So if you look at the topics, you could see how this triple dialogue is very much present in the whole conceptualization of they call this of the Eucharistic Congress. Now, in the area of micro na, yung daily masses, ganyan. It's difficult to generalize kasi the celebration of the Eucharist is very specific and not to this community, to this even the time, if you have pagsimbang gabi season, ganyan. But generally, in the Philippines, we still we all long for the faith life is always in need of renewal, purification, etc. Pero halimbawa, the relationship of worship and mission in the world. That's one thing that we always pay attention to. How can we make the worship in the Eucharist really an impetus to mission outside of the church? Kasi madaling I worship, dito lang ako, and then yung mission. Secondly is how the worship also leads to a deeper understanding of the faith, understanding of the Word of God, Para yung worship and the deepening of knowledge, understanding, and proclamation would be that. Malimit kong naririnig yung sana yung improvement din sa homilies, ng mga pari. And in recent synods of bishops, laging na-address yan. In fact, Pope Francis devoted a long section in Evangelii Gaudium in one of his writings on the homily. And a fruit of that was a directory given to all priests on homiletics, ganyan. Ang isa pa yung the space, How do we make the liturgical space really conducive for prayer, at the same time reflective of our culture, yung Filipino culture, At marami pang iba. Thank you.